Cassava is attacked by two main diseases which are caused by viruses. One we call cassava mosaic disease, and the other one is cassava brown streak disease. The cassava mosaic disease is a major problem, but we do have a solution which was developed through conventional breeding. But for cassava brown streak disease, it has become a major problem, especially in the recent years, but we do not yet have a natural source for stable resistance or high levels of resistance. So for that reason, we decided as a project to start working on cassava brown streak disease using modern technologies. So the project has taken time, over 10 years, mainly because it's a regulated science. So each and every step we have to follow on the regulations as required. Over the years, we have been working under confinement. So that meant that we had to work under regulations to make sure that there is no material that goes out of those restricted areas. And basically, why this was being done is because we had not done complete studies on safety. Safety to humans, safety to animals, and safety to the environment. So when we did that, we applied now to the NBA, and after their assessment, they did confirm that it is true that the improved cassava is safe, both to humans, both to the animals as feed, and also to the environment. The approval we have been given is to tell us now we can be able to work, not necessarily under those confinement regulations. We can be able to take the materials to the environment and test them further. What we need to appreciate is that for a variety to be given to the farmers, it has to be shown to be a better performing variety than the other varieties that are already in the field, either in a number of aspects, and you can define them. Could be disease resistance, it could be high yields, or it could be whichever other trait that you are looking at. So our next step, therefore, we will be taking the materials for the national performance trials under the guidance of KEPHIS, or Kenya Plant Health Inspectorate Services. So we have 2 seasons, and within those 2 seasons, we will give KEPHIS the varieties that we have already developed using the improved cassava, and then they will evaluate and test for their performance. And once they have been evaluated and tested for their performance, then we can go to the next level for variety release. And once the varieties are released, it's when now we can be able to give them to the farmers. So the advantage to the farmer is that you can be able to plant the crop in the field. You don't necessarily need to start looking for chemicals to spray. You have reduced on the chemicals, and yet you can still use the same agronomic practices that you've been using. And by the way, if we have more cassava, the deficits that we've been experiencing in maize, we can be able to meet some of those deficits by bringing in the extra yields that we've been able to achieve from the cassava fields. And that means that we are actually helping in fighting food insecurity, and also helping in the Big 4 agenda by making sure that the country is food secure, and you also have some which can also be taken to the industry.